Good morning, third grade. This morning we're going to be going over our facts 13A, in which you will find in your Thursday folders. So it's turned sideways, so my angle may look a little funny. I'll try to keep it moved as best as possible. So the instructions say, fill in the missing add-in on each fact card. Write the subtraction and fact family for each fact card. So the top triangle, the first triangle, it's 8. Our missing number is 1. 1 plus 7 equals 8, and 7 plus 1 equals 8. So those are our addition problems. Our subtraction problem simply says 8 minus 1 equals 7, and 8 minus 7 equals 1. If we go over to our next triangle, our number at the top is 6, and our missing number is 4. So our addition problems say 2 plus 4 equals 6, 4 plus 2 equals 6. The subtraction problem should be 6 minus 2 equals 4, and 6 minus 4 equals 2. So I'm going to go over to where it's right under where it says set 2 subtraction facts 8. It says 9, and I'm just going to circle as we go over these problems as we do each day. We're going to circle the answer to make sure that we have them all and that they're all correct. We're going to go column by column. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 9 minus 8 equals 1. 9 minus 3 equals 6. 5 minus 1 equals 4. Scoot it up. 3 minus 0 equals 3. 7 minus 6 equals 1. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 7 minus 1 equals 6. 9 minus 6 equals 3. 5 minus 4 equals 1. Third column, 5 minus 0 equals 5. 1 minus 1 equals 0. 3 minus 0 equals 3. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 7 minus 1 equals 6. And if I'm going too fast, you can always pause and go back and press play, okay? 9 minus 5 equals 4. 7 minus 0 equals 7. 5 minus 5 equals 0. 9 minus 8 equals 1. 9 minus 3 equals 6. 9 minus 1 equals 8. 9 minus 4 equals 5. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 7 minus 5 equals 2. 5 minus 3 equals 2. All right, we're over in that 6th column, guys. Top says 3 minus 3 equals 0. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 9 minus 7 equals 2. 5 minus 2 equals 3. 7 minus 1 equals 6. 9 minus 6 equals 3. 7 minus 5 equals 2. 9 minus 0 equals 9. 1 minus 1 equals 0. 7 minus 4 equals 3. Moving over. 7 minus 2 equals 5. 1 minus 0 equals 1. 7 minus 3 equals 4. 9 minus 5 equals 4. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 5 minus 1 equals 4. 9 minus 9 equals 0. 5 minus 3 equals 2. 7 minus 2 equals 5. 9 minus 7 equals 2. 7 minus 4 equals 3. 5 minus 4 equals 1. 7 minus 7 equals 0. 9 minus 4 equals 5. 7 minus 3 equals 4. All right, that wraps up our facts. You guys have the answers in front and back done. Please put it back in your Thursday folder to help keep them all together. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of the learning day.
Thanks, Miss Bryant, for taking care of correcting those math facts for us. Today we're on lesson 7, so your power-up starts on page 39. 39 in your book. So you're going to do A, count by tens, then go ahead and get going on your mental math and problem of the day. Go ahead, pause this video. When you're done, press play again so we can correct it together. All right, we're ready to get going on correcting this. Make sure that you've got your name on your paper. Go ahead and double tap that. Then we'll get going on our facts. 6 plus 6 is 12. 3 plus 8 is 11. 5 plus 9 is 14. 2 plus 3 is 5. 4 plus 9 is 13. 3 plus 4 is 7. 8 plus 9 is 17. 2 plus 7 is 9. 0 plus 3 is 3. 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. 2 plus 9 is 11. 7 plus 8 is 15. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 2 plus 6 is 8. Sorry, that's getting a little fuzzy on you. There you go. 5 plus 5 is 10. 6 plus 7 is 13. 3 plus 7 is 10. 9 plus 9 is 18. 7 plus 9 is 16. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. 4 plus 7 is 11. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 9 is 12. 5 plus 8 is 13. Last row, let's kill it. 3 plus 6 is 9. 8 plus 8 is 16. 4 plus 6 is 10. 2 plus 7. 2 plus 5 is 7. 6 plus 8 is 14. 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 7 is 12. 10 plus 10 is 20. 2 plus 8 is 10. 7 plus 7 is 14. Let's take a look at those power-up problems. Count by tens from 10 to 200. Let's rock it out. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200. Nice job. A, 28 plus 9. Now you got two options. For me, it's really easy to do plus 10 minus 1. So I'm thinking 28 plus 10 is 38, minus 1 is 37. You can also write it out. 8 plus 9 is 17. 1 goes up, 7 goes down. 1 plus 2 is 44 plus 9. I'm thinking 44 plus 9 is 44 plus 10 is 54. Minus 1 is 53. Same thing, you could write it out and get the same answer. Next, 87 plus 9. 87 plus 10 is 97. Minus 1 is 96. D, 63 plus 20. 63 plus 20 is 83, because 6 plus 2 is 8. If you need to see it, that's what I did. E, 46 plus 50. Well, I know 4 plus 5 is 9. 46 plus 50 has to be 96. Next, F, 38 plus 30. 3 plus 3 is 6, so 38 plus 30 has to be 68. Problem solving says Steve has 5 pencils, Perry has 3 pencils, Chad has only 1 pencil. How can one boy give another boy some pencils so that they each have the same number of pencils? So I got 5, 3, and 1. So how many total pencils do I have? 5 plus 3 is 8, very good, plus 1 more is 9. Now how are you going to share 9 equally between 3 people? Well, yesterday we counted by 3s. I know, 3, 6, 9. Ooh. So I've got 3 groups, and there's 3 in each group. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 also equals 9. Well, which boy already has 3? Perry. So he's just going to keep his 3. Where's Chad going to get 2 more from? Well, Steve could give 2 to Chad, and then Chad will have 3. How many will that make Steve? Well, 5 minus 2 is 3, so that'll make them all have 3. The question says, how can one boy give another boy some pencils? Well, who gave away pencils? Steve. So Steve gives 2 pencils to Chad. Man, I wish we were in school normally so I could share pencils with you. But Steve was doing it for us. Gave 2 to Chad. He's all ready to go. That should complete your power-up for today. You're all ready to go for your math lesson. Go ahead and flip over your sheet. Today we're talking all about writing numbers. All right, 3rd grade. Today I'm going to be doing our math lesson under my dot camera because today we're going to write a whole ton of numbers. And I think it's going to be easier to see if I put it under here. All right? So we'll start with our objectives as always. Lesson 7, page 39. Today you will learn how to read and write whole numbers through 999. You'll also learn how to compare and order numbers. All right? So you should be on the back of this sheet. In your math book on page 40, there's spellings of all those different words, all right? So once again, I'm on page 40, and this has the spelling of all those different words that you're going to need. Now, let me grab my math folder also. If you look at your math folder, yours is either black or blue. On page 12, so at the beginning there's a couple pages that have like A's after them, like 2A, sorry you can't see that, 2A, 2B at the bottom. Okay, go past all those and go to where you get in these numbers. Okay, and let me set my dot cam there. Good. Page 12 is going to have something similar. All right, so page 12 has a very similar chart that's got the spelling of all these different numbers. So if you need to know how to spell 3, it's behind here. And then all these different, all the tens numbers are right there. 100 is down here as well if you need that. All right? That chart works. Sorry. Thanks for hanging with me. All right. That chart works, but this one also works as well for just to help you spell those numbers. Okay? Let's look at our problems here. So the first thing you need, example 1 says use words to write the number 44. Okay, 44. So I'm going to use my chart. I'm going to use the word 40 right here and 4 right here. Now, we're going to put a hyphen in this word. Any word that ends in a Y, we're going to put a hyphen after. So 44. Notice I have that hyphen there because that hyphen is always goes after a word with a Y. All right? Next one says use words to write the number 300. Now sometimes I hear kids say that number 313. Don't say and in it, okay? And means something else in math. That actually means a decimal point. There's no decimal points here, so we need to say 313. No and. 313. Notice there's no hyphens. We don't have any words that end in Y. All right, so we got 313. Moving on. 705. It's 705. 705. Okay? Put that a little closer so you can see. Hopefully my camera stays. All right. Example 4. This one we need to write with digits. So we're going to take this number in words and we're going to write it in digits. So it says 608. Well, let's look at our place value. Hundreds, tens, ones. Now, 600 tells us a 6 is going to go in the hundred spot. So 600. The 8 tells us that there's going to be an 8 in the 1 spot, because it's not 80, it's just 8. Now, we can't just leave this 10 spot blank. We have to put a 0 there. Put a 0 in the 10 spot, so we get 608. Awesome. Let's move on to example 5. Example 5, we've got this model with hundreds, tens, and ones. The big square, that one's worth 100. The stick like this is worth 10, and then the little tiny cubes are worth ones. So hundreds, tens, ones. How many hundreds are there? Well, 1, 2. So that'd be 200. How many ones are there? I mean, tens are there. Well, there's just one stick, so that would be a 10. And then how many ones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have that in the ones. Now, the problem said to use words. So we need to write 218 in words. 218. Okay? Notice how I just looped it on the next line because I didn't have space to keep going this way? That's okay, you can do that. So 218. Next, you guys are rocking it today. Pick example 6. It says, which of these two numbers is greater, 546 or 564? Well, I think the easiest way to do this is to stack it on top of each other. 546, 564. First one are hundreds. 5 and the 5, those are same. So our hundreds are exactly the same. They're the same. They're equal right now. Let's go to the tens. 4 and a 6. We don't have to look any farther. Which one's bigger, 4 or 6? Well, 6 is bigger, so this entire number is bigger. So 546 is less than 564. 564 is the bigger number. Now, if you've ever heard your teacher use an alligator analogy here, think of this less than or greater than sign. Think of it like an alligator. An alligator is always hungry, so they're trying to eat the most that they possibly can. Picture him with his teeth on there, little nose, and his eye. All right, so this alligator wants to eat as much as he possibly can, so 564 is bigger than 546, so his mouth is open, about to eat 564. All right, we'll have more experience with that, but 564 is bigger. Next, example 7. Arrange these numbers in order from least to greatest. So we're going 90. So we're going to go ahead and pick which one is the smallest. Well, we're going to compare our hundreds column. Well, these first number and the last number have no numbers in the hundreds column, so those are smaller. Well, let's look at them, 36 then and 90. Which one's smaller? Well, this one's got a 3 in the tens place. This one's got a 9 in the tens place. So this one's smaller. 36 goes first. Then you can put a comma. What comes after 36? Well, we still have 90, so 90's got to come next. Now I'm done with 36. I'm done with 90. 254 or 105? Which one is smaller? Well, this one's got a 2 in the hundreds place, and this one's only got a 1 in the hundreds place. So 105 is smaller, so 105. That leaves us with 254 for our last number. All right? So that's how we put those numbers in order from least to greatest. All right? Your turn to take a shot. Go to page 42, and you're going to work on your lesson practice. All right? So first one, say use words to write each number. So use that chart. Use words to write A, B, C, D, E, and F. When you're done with that, go ahead on to G, H, I, J. Those ones you're going to use digits to write it, and K. And then going to compare less than or greater than for L. And M, you're going to put them in order from least to greatest. All right? Go ahead and press pause. Try to do those yourself. Once you're done, we'll correct it. Remember, you get the best out of your education if you're always trying stuff by yourself first and using your brain to think, all right? So pause this video, and we'll go ahead and correct them. All right, if you're listening to me right now, you should have already completed the lesson practice. Okay, lesson practice, let's get going on A. Letter A has just a 0. So to write that, Z-E-R-O, 0. That is all. B says 81. 80 ends in a Y, so we're going to put a hyphen after it. 81. Next, 99. 99. Notice there's a hyphen because 90 ends in a Y. D says 515. 515. Notice there's no and in that one. It's just 515. Next, 444. 444. Notice I ended in a Y, so we've got a hyphen there. 909. 909. No words that end in Y's, so there's no hyphens, and we do not have and in this word. G says write 19 with digits. 19. H says write 91, so that would be a 9 in the tens place, a 1 in the ones place. Next, 524. 5 in the hundreds place, 2 in the tens place, 4 in the ones place. J, 860. 860. K, use words to write the number shown by this model. So we've got hundreds, tens, and ones. How many hundreds are there? There's 1 big block. How many sticks are there? 3 tens. And how many little ones are there? 2. So we need to write 132. 132. Next says which of these two numbers is less, 381 or 359? Well, 3's are the same. Ooh, our tens place isn't the same. So which is less, the 5 or the 8? The 5 is less, so you'd go ahead and circle that one. M says write these numbers in order from least to greatest. So which one's the smallest? Well, if we look at our hundreds place, there's one number that doesn't have any numbers in the hundreds place. So 61 is the smallest. Next, we've got two numbers with a 1 in the hundreds place. Which one's smaller, 154 or 180? Well, notice that the 5 is smaller than the 8, so 154 is next. So we used 61, we used 154. Now we've got 180, and then last we've got 205. All right, thanks for working so hard on all those lesson practice problems. I always love giving credit to kids that do all of the work on the back of their Power-Up. Makes it really, really easy to see the great effort that you're showing. Our written practice then begins on page 42 at the bottom. Okay, 42 at the bottom with number 1. Keep watching this video. We're going to go through a couple of these problems on my video so that you've got a head start. All right, make sure you got your lesson practice sheet out and we'll get rocking on some problems. All right, 3rd grade, I'm going to do 4 of our math problems together. We're going to do number 1, 3, 13, and 18. All right, number 1 says, Anitra has $8. She needs $6 more to buy the radio. How much does the radio cost? So what do we know? We know that she has $8. So that's the first thing we're going to write. Then we know that she needs more to get how much the radio costs. Well, we know that she needs 6 more, so that's our other add-in. So $8 plus $6 equals how many dollars? Well, 8 plus 6 is 14, very good. So 14 is our answer there. That goes in your small box over at the side. Next, we've got a missing add-in problem. 5 plus n, we don't know what n is, that's what we're trying to figure out, plus 2 equals 11. Well, first let's add together what we do know. We do know 5 and 2, so we're going to do 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 gives us 7. So 7 plus another number equals 11. Well, now we've got a missing number in addition sentence. All right, to find the answer, we're going to subtract. So 11 minus 7 equals 4. Very good. So n equals 4. All right, sorry that's a little small, but if you still have your screen smaller, go ahead in that bottom corner, hit those 4 lines to make it big so that at least it's a little bit bigger on your screen. Number 13 says use words to write the numbers shown by this model. Now, these big ones are all worth 100, the squares. The sticks are worth 10, and the little individual cubes are worth 1. So how many big squares are there? 3. So that would go in your 100 spot. How many of those sticks for the 10s are there? Just 1. And then how many 1s cubes are there? 2. So you'd get 312. Now be careful. The problem said to use words to write it. So we'd write 312. Excellent. If you're still going on that problem, go ahead and just pause it. Otherwise, go to number 18. Number 18 gives us this sequence, 40, blank, 56, 64. So we got to think, how are we getting from 56 to 64, and that'll help us find our missing number. So we're getting bigger. We're adding how many? Well, from 56 to 64, we'll start at 56, count to 64, and see how many we went. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. That was 8. We went up 8. So our pattern is plus 8. So we need to use that same pattern from 40 to get our missing number. So 40 plus 8 is 48. So 48 is your answer. That goes in our little box at the side. Excellent. Now the rest of our problems you should be good with. The only one that I want to read to you is number 20. Number 20 says the numbers 5, 8, and 15 form a fact family. Sorry, 7, 8, and 15. So you need to write 2 addition facts and 2 subtraction facts. So start out with 7 plus 8 equals 15, and then you need 1 more addition fact and 2 more subtraction facts. Remember to use our commutative property. Remember with subtraction, start with the biggest number first.